Hey everybody, welcome to class today. Today is going to be a level 2, probably 3 morning flow. So we get into a lot of arm balances, there's some handstands, there's some inversions and lots of fun transitions. If you enjoy these classes, please remember to like and subscribe. And if you want to know more, if you've got feedback or if you've got class requests, head over to my Instagram, which is in the show notes below. We're going to get started today standing at the top of the mat in Tadasana. Start standing at the top of your mat. Close down through the eyes, ground down evenly through the feet. And take a nice deep inhale through the nose, draw the shoulders up by the ears. And then exhale through the mouth, release. One more like that. Inhale, draw up the shoulders. Open mouth, exhale, release. And close the mouth, start to breathe in and out through the nose, maybe Ujjayi Pranayama. And think of drawing a long line through the crown of your head, lengthening the back of the neck, gentle tuck of the chin. And feel the shoulders sit evenly on the back, gentle rib to hip connection. Engage through the fronts of the thighs. Ground down evenly through both feet. Either keeping the eyes closed or gently blinking them open as you inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Interlace the palms, flip the palms up towards the sky. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, ground down through the left foot, side bend over to the right, opening up the left side body. Inhale through center, and then as you exhale, bring it over to the left. Open up through the right armpit, ground down through the right foot. Inhale through center. As you exhale, release left arm forward, right arm back, taking a twist. Inhale, sweep it up and over. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, bring it up through center. Exhale, you're going to take a big circle all the way down and around to the right. Sweep the floor and come up and around to the left on your inhale. Exhale, come down and around to the right. You can interlace the hands if you want. Inhale, up to the left. And take one more in this direction. And then reversing, exhaling down and around to the left. And inhaling up and around to the right. Take two more. And then come back through center. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana, gentle bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, plank pose. Take an inhale and an exhale here, maybe shifting the weight forward and backwards on the wrists. And then start to lift up through the hips, taking it back into your first downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal out through the feet. And then ground down through the hands, look forward. Inhale, ripple the spine forward into your plank pose. And then as you exhale, lead with the tailbone, send it back to downward facing dog. Take a few more plank waves like this, trying to articulate all the way through the spine. And then shift it forward into your plank pose. Step the right foot forward so that the knee hovers above the mat. And then step the left foot forward so you're in a bear crawl or a hovering cat position. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, step the right foot back to plank. left foot back to plank. Step the left foot forward, right foot forward. Right foot back, left foot back. Right foot forward, left foot forward. Left foot back, right foot back. And take one more on each side, left foot forward and then right foot forward. Right foot forward and then left foot forward. Meeting back in your plank pose, shift it up and back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, sweep the right leg up behind you, and then as you exhale, ripple forward into a single leg plank. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, single leg plank. Exhale, take it back. One more. And then open up that right hip, send the knee to the sky, the heel to the glute. And gently draw down through the right shoulder and extend the left heel towards the ground. Take one more inhale here. And then as you exhale, shift forward, tap right knee, left elbow. Inhale, take it back, open the hip. Two more just like that. Exhale, shift forward. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, shift forward. This time extend that right leg off to the right. Swivel the left foot down. Inhale, falling star or falling triangle. You can stay here or you can take a moment to bend into the right knee and then the left knee, just waking up the legs. Come back to your fallen triangle, inhale. Exhale, step it back, single leg plank. Send the hips all the way up and back, three-legged dog. And then set that right foot down. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale. Inhale, shift forward, single leg plank, strong left leg. Exhale, three-legged dog. Take two more just like that. And take it back to your three-legged dog. Open up that left hip. Draw down through the left shoulder, down through the right heel. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, shift forward, tap left knee, right elbow. Two more just like that. Send the hip up and back, inhale. Exhale, shift it forward, and this time extend that left leg off to the right. Drop the right foot, open the right arm to the sky. Stay here in your fallen triangle, or once again, taking a moment to bend in through both knees. Coming back to your fallen triangle, rotate the right hand down. Send it back to your single leg plank for an inhale. And then exhale, take it back, three-legged dog. Take the left foot down, shift it forward into your plank, and then once again come into your bear crawl position. So walk the feet in so that the knees are under the hips. Start to shift the weight towards the right, so both heels will drop to the right. Inhale back through center. Exhale, drop both heels to the left. Inhale through center. This time, drop the left heel to the right. Extend the right leg over to the left. Inhale it back through center. Exhale, the right heel drops to the left. Extend the left leg off to the right. Inhale back into your bear crawl. Same thing, except this time as you extend the right leg to the left, lift the left hand to the sky. Inhale through center, and then as you exhale, send the left leg to the right, right hand to the sky. Inhale back into your bear crawl, And then exhale, lower the knees to the floor, tabletop. Take a couple of rounds of cat-cow, adding any movements that you feel you need in your body. And come back to neutral. Keeping the right leg bent, you're going to take the right foot to the sky as if you could stamp the sky. Exhale, reach the foot up. Inhale, tap it to the floor. Exhale, engage the glute and the hamstring. Inhale, tap it to the floor. Take 3 more, nice and slow. Exhale, lift the foot up. Extend the leg back behind you. And then inhale, reach the left arm out in front for spinal balance. On your inhale, you're going to tap the toes and the fingertips to the floor. Exhale, spinal balance. Inhale to tap. Exhale to lift. Take 3 more like this. Keep it up at the height of the hip and the shoulder. And this time as you exhale, you're going to sweep the right leg off to the right, the left arm off to the left. Inhale, sweep it back to center. Exhale, take it to the side. The inner edge of the right foot is parallel to the ground. Inhale to center. 3 more. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, tabletop. Keep the left knee bent, and then as you exhale, send the foot up to the sky. Inhale, tap it to the floor. Exhale, foot to sky. Inhale, tap the knee to the floor. 3 more. Exhale, send the foot up. Extend the leg long, and as you inhale, extend the right arm out in front of you for spinal balance. As you next inhale, tap fingers and toes. Exhale, reach it long, spinal balance. Take 4 more just like that. Keep arm and leg at the height of the hip, and as you exhale, sweep it off to the side. Inhale, bring it back through center. Exhale, sweep to the side. Inhale through center. Keep going. Try and keep the hips and the shoulders even with the ground. One more. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, tabletop position. Give a second to send the wrists in the opposite direction, maybe bringing the back of the hand to the mat. And then planting down through the palms, hands underneath the shoulders, step the right leg back, left leg back, plank pose. Come up onto the right fingertips, left fingertips, right palm, left palm, left fingertips, right fingertips, left palm, right palm, right fingertips, left fingertips, right palm, left palm. Last time, left fingertips, right fingertips, left palm, right palm. Shift the weight forward, drop the knees if you need to. Exhale, lower to the height of the elbows. Inhale, plank pose. 2 more like that. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Last one, exhale, chaturanga. This time hold. Collarbones are wide. Shoulders no lower than the elbows. Lift the right leg to hover. Set it down. Left leg to hover. Set it down. Lower all the way to the belly. Hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, press the feet down. Peel up, baby cobra, bhujangasana. Exhale, peel it down. Take 4 more rolling cobras. Lower ribs stay on the floor. And if you feel this in your lower back, I want you to press your pubic bone down a little bit more. And on your next one, come up, hold in your cobra, send the hands to hover, reach the hands back behind you, engage the triceps, broaden the collarbones. Stay here, or as you exhale, float the legs up. Feet are hips distance apart, inner thighs spiral towards the sky. Start to reach the hands out in front of you, try and keep the height. 3 more breaths. Plant the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck under the toes, knees up or down. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look towards the feet and start to walk the hands back towards the feet. And then place the hands about a footprint's distance in front of the toes. Start to lean the weight forward into the hands, raise up onto the toes, and then float the feet to the back of the hands. Walk the hands forward, shift the weight into the hands, and then float the feet to the back of the wrists. Press walking all the way to the top of the mat. And then once you get there, gentle bend in the knees, heavy with the upper body. Start to stack the spine as you come all the way to standing. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Lower chaturanga. Flip the toes, your choice, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat, step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step, walk or float, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look to the top, step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. 3 more rounds. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk or float. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Look to the top, step, walk, float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale to raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk, float. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Look to the top, step, walk, float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale to raise. Complete the last round on your own. Looking towards the top, step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, stand. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk, float. Inhale, back bend. Always feel free to skip it. Exhale, downward dog. Step the right foot, raise up, either warrior one or crescent. If you have knee issues, I recommend crescent. Exhale, plant the hands, vinyasa or skip it. Add or subtract anything that you want. Step the left leg forward, inhale, warrior one or crescent. Exhale, plant the hands, your vinyasa. Look to the top, step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, stand. 2 more rounds like that. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk or float. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Step the right leg, raise up, inhale. Exhale, vinyasa. Step the left leg, inhale, raise. Exhale, vinyasa. Look to the top, step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. I totally forgot the chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand. 1 more round. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk, float. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg steps, inhale. Vinyasa, exhale. Left leg steps, inhale. Exhale, vinyasa. Look to the top, step, walk or float to Malasana, feet to the outsides of the hands. And come down into your squat. Use the strength of the glutes as opposed to the elbows to open the knees. Sit tall through the spine. You can hang out here or Bakasana, crow pose, plant the hands, snuggle the knees to the backs of the arms and come to fly. You could stay here or maybe hug that left knee in towards the left arm more. Start to shift the right knee towards the chest. Maybe send it to the back of the room, Ekapada Bakasana. Wherever you are, step, walk, float, back to plank, chaturanga, up dog or cobra or plank, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up, open the hip. Exhale, shift it forward. Cross the body, coming into floating fallen triangle. Right leg floats, take an inhale. As you exhale, bend the left knee, send the hips to the back of the room. Inhale, take it forward. Exhale, plant the left hand. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Stay here or flip your dog, coming into wild thing. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, you're going to step the right foot all the way to the top of the mat. Center it between your hands. Drop the back foot. Inhale, cartwheel up. Warrior two. Hold here for 5 breaths. Set up your alignment. Start to shift the weight forward. Bring either the forearm to the thigh, hand to the inside of the right leg, or hand to the outside of the right leg. Parsvakonasana, side angle pose. Start to look forward, send that right hand forward, step up, Ardha Chandrasana. Being careful not to hyperextend the right knee. Gaze up is more challenging. Start to gaze down, come into Warrior 3, parallel the torso with the floor. Hands can come to the hips, the heart center, airplane wings out in front of you, pretty much anywhere that you want. Strong back leg, even hips. And then draw the left knee in towards the chest. Extend the leg out, standing stack. And remember, we're not water skiing, the shoulders are over the hips. Bend the left knee, something in the tree behind me. Grab the left big toe with the peace fingers. Extend that left leg for Utthita Padangusthasana. And provided you don't have any knee problems, we're going to make our way all the way into a pistol squat. So start to send the hips back first, then start to bend the knee. Keep the right heel on the ground if you can. Use the hands for support if you need to. Come all the way down into your pistol squat. Maybe you can balance. And then with or without the support of the right hand, you're going to come all the way back up to standing. Cross the left ankle over the bottom of the right thigh, coming down into Ekapada Agnisthambasana, or our figure 4 chair. Hug the right hip into the midline, send the hips back. Hands can stay to heart center. You can hook the elbows over the shin. And then if you want to play, maybe make sure you've got a little bit of space at the top of your mat, so hop yourself back if you need to. You can stay in your funky chair, or elbows, the backs of your arms are going to act as a shelf for your shin. Take the hands down, flying pigeon. Hook the left toes around the back of the right arm, right heel to glute, and then extend that right leg back behind you. You could stay here, or maybe you draw that right heel back in, put the crown of the head down, and come into a tripod headstand. If you came into tripod, we're going to try and reverse that movement. So bring the left leg to the back of the left arm first, then hook the left toes around the back of the right arm. Start to press through the hands to lift the head off. Keep the right foot hovering if you can. And then set those right toes down. Walk it back into your funky chair. Come all the way back up to standing. Sole of the left foot is going to come to the inside of the right thigh for tree pose. And then releasing the left foot, diving forward into your standing splits. You can stay here, standing splits on the right side, or plant the hands, maybe take some handstand hops, or catch your balance in handstand. And when you're ready, step it to the back of the mat, take it through a vinyasa. We meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg up, open up through the hip. Exhale, send left knee to right elbow, shoot it through, floating fallen triangle. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend the right knee, send the hips to the back of the room. Inhale, floating fallen triangle. Exhale, plant the right hand, sweep the left leg up on an inhale, open the hip, stay, or flip your dog, wild thing. And then as you exhale, look down, step the left leg all the way to the top of the mat, coming into our warrior two on the second side. Oh my goodness, there's a squirrel in that tree and it is so cute. I'm way too obsessed with squirrels. They're adorable. Anyway. Keep the depth in your legs, start to shift forward and take the left hand to where you need it for side angle, knowing you can always use a block. And then looking forward, take that left hand forward, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Strong kick with the right leg, open up the chest to the side body, to the side wall. And then start to pivot into your warrior three. Even off through the hips, strongly extend the right leg. Arms where you want them. Start to draw the right knee in towards the chest. Extend it out in front of you for standing staff. Keeping the shoulders stacked over the hips and keep the left hip hugging into the midline. Take the peace fingers of the right hand, hook them around the right big toe. Extend the right leg for Utthita Padangusthasana. If you've got knee problems, you stay here. Otherwise, start to send the hips back, bend through the left leg. We're coming all the way into pistol squat. And then with or without the support of the hand, shift the hips back again and come all the way back up into standing. Take the right ankle, cross it over the bottom of the left thigh, And then start to send the hips back for Ekapada Agni Stambhasana. Again, making sure you've got a little bit of room to play at the front of your mat if that's where you're going. You can stay in the hip stretch or start to plant the hands, use the arms as a shelf, hook the right toes around the left arm, left heel to glute, and extend that left leg strong behind you, Ekapada Galavasana. And you can stay here, or you can start to draw that left heel back to the glute, crown of the head to the floor, and then maybe coming up into a tripod headstand. Shoulders out of the neck. And if you came upside down, start by bringing the right leg to the back of the right arm, and then hook the right toes around the back of the left arm. Bring that left heel to glute, and then start to press the floor away, lifting the head back off. Woo. Keeping the heel to the glute. One more breath. And then setting the toes down, crawling it all the way back into your funky chair. And then coming all the way to stand, bringing the sole of the right foot into the inner left thigh for tree pose. Raising the arms up and overhead if that's comfortable for you. And then releasing the right foot, diving it forward into your standing splits. Once more, feel free to stay here or taking those handstand hops or handstand. And just acknowledging that some days you might catch your balance and other days you might not. When you're ready, you can take it through a vinyasa and we'll meet in downward facing dog. And looking towards the top of the mat, step walk or float back into Malasana. Feeling free to hang out here, or you can come back into crow pose, or we can try Ekapada Bakasana on the second side. So coming into your crow pose. This time you'll hug the right leg into the back of the right arm. Start to draw the left knee into the chest and then extend it back behind you, maybe. And when you're ready, stepping it all the way back, with or without a vinyasa, to downward dog. Sweep the right leg up. Inhale, open the hip. Exhale, sweep it across, floating falling triangle. Inhale. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, floating falling triangle. Exhale, plant the left hand. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Maybe flip it all the way over. Inhale. Maybe stay here, or maybe plant that right hand coming all the way into wheel pose, making sure your mat doesn't run away from you. And if you came into wheel, then we're going to take it all the way back out through your wild thing, all the way into your downward facing dog. Right leg is lifted, inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to step that right foot to the outside of the right hand, coming in to your lizard lunge. You can stay here on the hands, or you can start to drop down onto the elbows, feeling free to find some movement back and forward. And if you came down onto the elbows, or if you lowered the knee, lift the knee, come back onto the hands, and you're going to shift the hips back slightly so that you can get the right shoulder underneath the back of the right knee. Maybe you stay here, maybe you take your hands out to aeroplane hands, or maybe you stay with a bind, reaching the left hand behind the back, the right hand around the hip. You can feel free to hang out here for the stretch, or Ekapada Kundinyasana. Plant the hands down like chaturanga arms. Start to walk the right foot forward and out, and then start to float the left leg up and back. Plant the left leg. Keep the right leg on the back of the right arm, and then swing it all the way back, chaturanga. Inhale straight to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg up, open the hip. Exhale, swing it across, floating fallen triangle. Inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, send the hips back. Inhale, floating fallen triangle. Exhale, plant the hand. Inhale, swing the leg up and back, maybe flipping your dog. Stay in your wild thing, or swivel on the right hand to bring the left hand down to the mat, rotating onto the feet, coming into your wheel. That's a tricky transition. And then you'll have to swivel the right wrist again so that you can pivot through the shoulder, coming all the way back through your wild thing. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it up, lizard lunge. So if that wild thing to wheel transition didn't work for you, don't worry, you can always go back and watch it. This is a quicker flow this morning, so I'm not going through so much of the instruction. If you came down onto your elbows or lowered your knee, come back up and then start to shift the hips back so that you can get that left shoulder behind the left knee. Either taking the hands to aeroplane, maybe grabbing a bind, or if you did it on the other side, planting the hands, walking that left foot forward and out, shifting the weight forward, floating the back leg, Ekapada Kundinyasana. Take the right toes down, keep the left leg on the back of the left arm, and then step it back, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look towards the top of the mat, step, walk or float through to a seat. And then extend the legs out in front of you. Interlace the fingers, grab around the base of the left foot, and start to extend that left leg out in front of you for Kranchasana, heron pose. And then start to bend that leg back, coming into archer's pose, I think this is called. If this doesn't work for you, you can always take cradle the baby, opening the hip that way. And then from here, just like we did in the Kundinyasana preparation, you're going to take that left shoulder behind or underneath the left knee. Get it up as high as you can, like you're wearing a backpack, and then plant that left hand down. Take the right hand to the outside of the left foot, and then start to extend that left leg any amount for compass pose, maybe coming in and out. And then bending that left leg again, readjusting if you need to. Plant the left hand down, right hand to the outside of the right hip. And then you're going to start by lifting the hips and then lift the right foot for balanced elephant. You can hang out here working on your core strength, or hook that right ankle on top of the left, send the legs over to the left, Ashtavakrasana. And if you want to play with a fun transition from here, you're going to start to press the floor away, straighten out as much as you can through the arms, unhook that right foot and slide it back between your hands, and we end up back in Kundinasana. And you can do the reverse, press the floor away, start to bend that right knee towards you. Maybe you need to use the assistance of the floor. Maybe your mat sticks to your foot. Anyway, if you can get it back through, you end up back in Ashtavakrasana. And then from Ashtavakrasana, you're going to start to reach the feet forward, straighten out through the arms, catch the balance, and then slowly lower the hips down. Whew, it's a lot of strength work. See if I take this out, if I can do it on the other side. All right, so extend the left leg out in front of you, interlace the fingers around the sole of the right foot, starting in Kranchasana, heron pose. The left leg is still active. And then start to bend that right knee towards the back of the room, coming into your archer's pose, or come into cradle the baby. Or you can kind of do a combination of both. Do whatever feels best for opening up your hip. And then start to reach that right knee back. Snuggle the right shoulder underneath the right knee. Plant the right hand down. Flip the left hand to the outside of the right foot, and then start to extend that right leg any amount, looking out underneath the left arm for compass pose. So this pose is really about flexibility. So I have not much flexibility in my hamstrings, but you might be able to straighten your arm all the way and get your head essentially in your armpit. So just know that it's going to look different for everyone, and that is fine. All right, from here, reposition that leg, get it up as high as you can on the back of the arm. Plant down through the right hand, left hand to the outside of left hip. Start by lifting the hips and then lift the left heel to hover. Hold here for a breath or two, feel the strength. And then hook that left foot on the top of the right. Send the legs over to the right for Ashtavakrasana. You can hang out here or start to press the floor away. Take the left heel back in between the hands. Send it to the back of the room. Rebend the left elbow. Kundinasana. And then maybe you can reverse it, bringing the bringing the knee in towards the body, straightening out through the arms. Sneak that left foot through. I find this way so much more difficult. And then if you can, hook it back on top of the right ankle, Ashtavakrasana. And if, like me, that didn't quite work for you, that's fine. Just make your way back to Ashtavakrasana. Start to straighten out through the arms. See if you can bring the legs a little bit more towards the front of the room, working the triceps, and then set the bum down. Whew. Let me reposition this. Send the legs forward. Take an inhale. Reach the arms up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana. And then take the hands about a forearm's distance behind you. Fingers can face the toes or out slightly, depending on what's most comfortable for your wrist. Point the toes, and then as you exhale, lift up for Purvottanasana. If this doesn't work in your body, you can bend the knees and come into reverse table. Exhale, slowly lower down. Bend the right knee so that the right heel comes by the left hip. Stamp the left foot over the outside of the right knee. Ardha Matsyendrasana, take the left hand behind you. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. And then as you exhale, either hook the elbow to the outside of the knee or coat hanger the right arm around the left knee, twisting to the left. And then slowly unwinding, taking it to the other side, left leg underneath, cross the right foot to stamp on the outside of the left leg, right hand behind. Inhale, gather length, and then as you exhale, twist towards the right. And then slowly unwinding. Make your way onto your back, slowly rolling down with control. And then hug the knees in towards the chest. Give the spine a little bit of a rock side to side. Maybe taking a happy baby pose or any other pose that you feel like you need. If you feel like you need to take a supine twist or any other poses, feel free to do that now. Otherwise, when you're ready, bring the knees in towards the chest, curl the nose up towards the knees, hug around the shins, squeeze every muscle in the body as tight as you can. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale through the mouth, release everything along onto the mat, Shavasana. Always feeling free to come to another position if that's more comfortable for you. Wherever you are, just feeling the breath settle, the heart rate slow, maybe a slight smile on your face as you listen to the always noisy roosters in Mexico. And whatever you've got going on today, know that you showed up, you did your best, and whatever you did or did not achieve was exactly what you needed for today. Please stay here for as long as you have time for today. Today, as you go forward, may you have joy in your thoughts, kindness in your words, and a lightness in your heart. Namaste.